Gallery, the DBS Singapore Gallery, will occupy 1,740 square meters. I think it will be a critical component of Singapore art education and behavior, and an important platform for the studying and presenting the cultural and aesthetic identity of Singapore. Along with the donation that we made, we also donated 26 artwork, by Singapore leading artists to the National Gallery. The artists are local artists. The notable artists are Cheong Su Ping, Chen Song Chiu, Anthony Poon, Tan Siu Hiam, Ong Kim Sing, and Thomas Yeo. They were all selected as, from the bank's corporate art collection, which we started in 1968. We are pleased that members of the public will be able to view these local selections.
This exhibition is really a starting point for us to understand what we understand about the history of Singapore art so far, given all the scholarship research that has been done, not only by ourselves, but by previous other scholars and researchers. So it provides a foundation for us to then kind of delve deeper, asking questions about things that we don't already know, and hopefully also providing more answers.
I think our storyline now is a lot more complex and extensive, and as a result, I'm happy to say, much more inclusive, in the sense that we have stretched the timeline back to the 19th century, we have opened up the geographical boundaries to also include artists from Penang, Malacca, and that, I think, would have an impact on how all of us today would be able to relate to the story of Singapore art. I mean, imagine how much more limited this sense of relevance would be if we had only, say, limited the story to locally born artists.
There's a few ways we hope to do this. I mean, on the one hand, we have labels which are accessible to the younger minds. On the other hand, we've also been developing with the educations and programs team kids labels which will be in place. So the kids labels are written slightly differently from the adult labels. They kind of try to provoke a curiosity within the painting itself. Sometimes they'll pick a particular object or a particular form or a particular color and then sort of ask a question to the child. And of course the child is free to answer it in however he or she chooses. But I think for those who are slightly older, the idea is to also think about what does it mean to ask questions. And we want to encourage this, which is why in some ways we began with a question, the title. And questions are always very curious because they're not seeking answers in an established sense. What they're seeking is particular ideas. And ideas are something that we can allow our mind to race all over the place. And in some ways that is what art is. It is a sort of adventure of the creative mind. And so if we can somehow get that across to our younger audiences, then perhaps maybe we've sort of succeeded in our efforts here.